Hi guys, welcome to a Wolves versus Burnley match review. What can you say really? 1-1 and we've done it again. Wolves have conceded a goal in the last minute to lose 3 points. 3 easy points really, in my opinion, and we've ended up with 1. Definitely should have a waste of 2 points there. In terms of their goal, not Doherty's fault. Anyone does that. If you're about to get kicked in the head by a massive, powerful man like Chris Wood, you've got to block your, face. It's just natural. It's just natural position. And they say, natural position. And in VAR, they say that if it's in a natural position, it's not a penalty. For me, that's a natural position. I guess it's a bit like cricket, where it's umpire's call if they can't decide. And in this case, Mike Dean, the umpire, said it was a penalty, so I think that's what they've gone with. I can see why they've given it, but I can see why they shouldn't have given it also. But yeah, there it is. And then Chris Wood obviously converted a great penalty in the top corner. No keeper saving that. As of the game as a whole, we had a lot of game, 55% possession to their 45, 14 shots to their 9, 5 on target shots to their 1. We dominated them in every part of the game, and we should have won really. That's all I can say. We should have won. Obviously we created a few chances. Maybe Raul Jimenez should have scored his first chance, half chance really. Nothing you'd expect him to put away. Not a howler that he's missed. But he made up for it anyway after with a brilliant volley. Matt Doherty's deflected shot, Matt Doherty obviously came on for Podence, who looked a little bit sloppy in the final third. Anyway, Doherty's deflected shot off the leg of the Burnley defender, straight into Jimenez's path on the edge of the box, and a fantastic right-footed volley into the mid left-hand part of the net. Way past Pope, no keeper in the world saving that. Fantastic finish. And to beat Nick Pope, or probably one of the best, if not the best goalkeeper currently in the Premier League in terms of form, not in terms of actual. Yeah, it's just an incredible strike. And then we looked so good up until that final 5 minutes where the pressure cracked us like it has done on so many occasions. Yeah, the pressure told, didn't it? And we caved in. We had a warning 2 minutes earlier when Burnley sent in a free kick and Patricio went on walkies. Wood missed a head open net from 2 yards out. Cody was ready to handball it on the line for the team. I had no idea how he's missed that. But he made up for it in the next few minutes. Cross ball into the box. Wood goes for the overhead kick, and I've already described what happens next. Anyway, let's move on to the player rating section of this video. Here we are, welcome to the player ratings section of this match review. So this is Wolves player ratings, not Burnley. Obviously I'm not a Burnley fan, this is a Wolves fan channel, so that's what we're going to be doing. So in goal, Rui Patricio, nothing to do really, apart from save that penalty, and it was a fantastic penalty, never going to get there. 6. As for the back three, rather average performance, didn't have any howlers. Connor Cody giving away a few needless fouls. All 6. Ruben Vinagre should have done more with the ball than he did with the amount of possession we had. Didn't do very well and came off on the 84th minute for Johnny, a straight swap. 6. Adama Traore going forward looked fantastic, but on the defensive side, didn't have anything to do. 7. Ruben Neves and João Moutinho, solid 7s in the midfield. Kept the passes going, but no spectacular performances like against Everton. Diogo Jota looked very sloppy, bad first touch. 5. Raul Jimenez, obviously, fantastic finish. Not much more you could ask for. World-class striker. He's just brilliant, isn't he? 8. Daniel Podence looked like he was trying to do too much in some areas of the game. Looked like he was trying to prove that the Everton match wasn't a fluke and that he really was about to cement his place in this Wolves starting lineup. 5. And then, as for the bench, Matt Doherty came on the 68th minute where Daniel Prudence made way. I've given him a 6. Some people would say I'm being a bit generous considering he gave away a penalty that lost us the game, but I really do not think he's at fault for that. I've been over this in the match overview, and it was just not a penalty, was it? I mean, I think we can all agree. I think even Burnley fans would say they're a bit lucky with that one. I don't think it was a penalty. Pedro Neto, number 7, I've given him 7. Came on the 78th minute for Diogo Jota. It was a bit lacklustre. Despite having an insane goal against Everton that he scored, I thought he'd be on form, but he wasn't. Pedro Neto came on, had 2 decent chances, ran through twice. They were half chances, as I say, and maybe should have beat Pickford. Nick Pope on one of the occasions, straight at him. You know, nothing spectacular. Johnny Otto and Leander Dendoncker both came in in the 84th minute for replacing Raul Jimenez and Ruben Vinagre respectively. And I almost gave them an A because they didn't have any effect on the game. 5s. As we swiftly move on here to the man of the match. Welcome to the man of the match part of the video. Honestly, no one was special here, but I have to give it to Raul Jimenez. Obviously got an 8 on my player ratings, best player on the pitch by far. Burnley offered nothing in attack or midfield. And I'm just going to give it to Raul Jimenez for that spectacular goal alone. Nothing else to be said. Let's move on to the final verdict. As for my final verdict, just disappointing game all in all. Champions League hope's probably gone. Scientifically, mathematically, it's still possible, but highly doubt it. I'd be happy with Europa League though. Still a fantastic finish for the season. 2 years ago, would not have said this would be where we are now. And we've got to focus on Europa League now as well. Obviously, you can still win that competition and get into the Champions League, so that would be fantastic. Burnley, half decent, didn't look good, part of the bottle game really, and that's all I can say. Make sure to tune in for the next episode. It'll probably be, I'm not sure what that episode will be, but anyway, my socials will be down here somewhere, so make sure to follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and I'll see you next time.